Good morning. Here we are in the beginning of Giving Tuesday at River City Food Bank, and we're just recovering from a real Giving Monday. We served over 245 households, which is a new record for us on Monday. Somehow, with all of your donations and food drives, we made it, and we did a great job. So hats off to my staff and all the volunteers that really made things happen yesterday. But that was yesterday, and now we're on to today. And today is Giving Tuesday, and we want to give you a tour of where your dollar goes and how it helps feed hungry people throughout Sacramento.
Where should we go first?
Let's go this way.
Well, here's a big truck outside where the food comes,
So
right?
this is our USDA commodities coming in. And this is really the fuel beneath our wings that helps us make sure that we have always a good supply of staples. It comes to us through Sacramento Food Bank and Family Services, and we're thrilled that they deliver to us, I think, four times a month to make sure that we get all of these good USDA commodities into the food bank. So let's just take an overview of our volunteers here this morning. So our volunteers arrive at 9 o'clock and they start prepping for the day. Over here doing oats. Let's just walk over here. This is part of the TLC community that bags our oatmeal for us. And we go through a ton of oatmeal, literally, a month. So you guys want to wave at the camera?
Wow, look at those oats.
Over here we're prepping the USDA line. So you'll see that there are some vegetables, beans, soups, and those are coming from some of our food drives. And then we're putting the cranberry juice out as well.
Was it busy yesterday?
Yes, it was.
I figured you were busy.
Yes. So over here, Dottie and Alice, longtime volunteers here at River City Food Bank, are starting to prep some of that oatmeal that the young men have put together over there, because oatmeal is an important staple to the diet of all of our clients. It's really healthy, easy to fix, and very nourishing, especially on a cold day like this.
Yeah.
Let's come down this way. Oh, you might pan over to the, that's where our baby food is, and we need baby food. So that is,
Yeah, we need to fill that shelf with baby food.
we need to fill that shelf, because we have lots of babies coming in this time of year.
Hey, how are you?
Now, at this point, we are starting to prep some of our fresh fruits and vegetables, which are so important to the folks that we serve. Canned food is great, but there's nothing like a nice, crisp, juicy apple, nice hot baked potato, squash, leafy greens, things that really help us to stay healthy throughout the year. So it looks like we got some curly leaf kale, yay, and maybe we'll get some kale recipes out here today to start sending those out to our folks. So this is where we keep a lot of our food as we go through donations and also store our commodities. Because we serve so many people, storage is always an issue, but it's food in and it's food out. So when you serve 245 families a day like we did yesterday, we have space. So coming back here, I'm going to let the Cranberry Express come out first. Oh, you know what? Let's maybe go around this way. More apples, more potatoes, yay. Good morning.
So will this all be gone in a day, Eileen?
It probably, yes, probably these apples will be pretty much gone for the day. Oh, look, there's a There's a couple persimmons masquerading as apples. I love that. Okay, so coming back this way, you can see some of the donations from our food drives. We got mac and cheese, fresh fruits, or canned fruits and vegetables. Those down there are what we call meal in a can. Those are somewhat important for some of the people that don't have a lot of cooking facilities. If you come over here to this shelf where it says "Do not touch," doesn't sound very friendly, but actually what this is this is where we put a lot of our foods that we buy especially for programs such as the Back Snack program and the senior program. So those are kind of important. They don't go out on the main line. They are saved particularly for programs.
What's your senior program, or what's your Back Snacks program?
So our senior program is what we call MIM, Most Important Meal, and that came out of research that our board and staff did regarding the fact that your mother really was right, that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So MIM serves about 90 seniors a week. And we actually deliver a bag of easily assembled and easily potable breakfast foods, because we found out that especially for seniors, they don't have that meal prepared for them, and they need just something that they can begin to kind of eat a little bit at a time in the morning to get their blood sugar up and then go forth with their day. Statistics tell us that seniors make very poor decisions when they've not had enough to eat. And these seniors were at risk for hunger between the morning and 4:30 in the afternoon when they received their meal through their group home. So this is really something that makes a huge difference in the health and well-being of seniors. So we deliver 90 bags three times a month, so they get all of their stuff for a week in one bag. So and let's go this way. Things are kind of in a disarray over here, but this is where we would keep also our back snack foods for our children. So not only do we take care of the seniors, but we also take care of the children. And those who are living in areas where their schools are 90 to 100% qualified to receive free lunch and breakfast through the schools. We find that that's a great program, but many of our kids don't arrive on time for school, and so they miss the breakfast. So in some schools we provide a small breakfast bag for them so that they get something to eat between the time that they arrive at school and their lunch arrives. And then we also make sure that some of those children who are especially food insecure get enough food for weekends, because we know that's when they don't always know where they're going to get a meal, is on the weekends.
We have a bunch of people, probably 8 people right now, sending hearts and thumbs up and little sad faces. Is there any way they can get involved with River City Food Bank?
Absolutely. Go to our website and give for Giving Tuesday. If you'd like to volunteer, go to our website, push that volunteer button, and hopefully we can find a way for you to get involved.
So do volunteers stack all these shelves? Is that
Yes.
Is everyone here a volunteer?
Everybody here is a volunteer, except our Cristo Rey students. They're actually students that come to us once a week. So I think I have 8 Cristo Rey students who work here with us on a regular basis. So,
Awesome.
they
Sounds like a neat
receive
program.
credit.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and they're fabulous.
We should all get credit for feeding people.
Well, in many ways you do. For the Cristo Rey students, it comes in the form of working towards their graduation and life experience. But for the rest of us, it may not come on a piece of paper, but it comes to your heart. And so when you volunteer, your heart gets bigger. And when you volunteer, you actually put a face to what we talk about when we talk about hunger statistics. And once you see the gratitude and once you see the need, it's all different. We should come look at our brand new freezer.
Ooh.
I guess maybe best to go this way. So, through the generosity of some big donors, we were able to increase our ability to take food that needs refrigeration by building this huge walk-in freezer refrigeration.
Wow.
So you can see inside we've got oranges, we've got more apples, we've got carrots, we've got lots of romaine lettuce. And in the past, we wouldn't have had the opportunity to keep this food. So this way we can accept more donations and make sure that everybody gets a chance to get fresh fruits and vegetables.
Awesome. So we have someone who said they may want to volunteer. Is it best for them to volunteer during the holidays or after the holidays?
Actually, we get a lot of requests from different organizations, so large groups come in during the holidays. But when the hoopla of the holidays is all over, hunger hasn't stopped, it hasn't been fixed, and we do need a lot of volunteers. So my suggestion would be come after the holidays. We've got a lot of groups scheduled now through Christmas, but when January gets here, we won't have as many people to help us, so that would be a great time to come.
Awesome. That's when we need you.
Yeah. Let's look at our core values.
Awesome.
So when we talk about what we do and how we do it, we have some guiding values that we use every single day. So we believe that respect.
Are we bagging one single?
Yeah. In serving those who don't get enough nutrition and don't have good health. It's one thing to provide food. It's another thing to provide hope and compassion and dignity. People who live in poverty don't always have that sense of dignity. They like to be called by their name. They like to be engaged in conversation. That makes such a huge difference when they come here to River City Food Bank. So we're grateful that our volunteers take these core values and really use them each and every day that they serve. And I think it makes a huge difference to the population that we serve.
So how does it work? So if I came in for food.
Okay, right. Well, let's go to the waiting room.
Oh, God, yes.
So I have a question here. It says, it sounds like those who go hungry probably need other services too. Does River City Food Bank point its clients in the right direction for help?
Absolutely. Come with me to the intake booth. So each person who comes to us is part of an interview process. And during that interview process, the intake volunteer is able to kind of discern what other services a client might need. So it might be clothes for their family, it might be some kind of legal need. For example, seniors oftentimes report that they're being taken advantage of. So we have a huge list of places that we can help people to find the help that they need. Let's say that a family came to us and they've just recently received an eviction notice. We can show them where to go to see if there can be a motel voucher or maybe some help with that rent that they need. Maybe it's a utility bill. During the wintertime, we have a lot of seniors in particular who have used up all of their money to pay their utility bills and they need to have some help. So we send them to the help desk at SMUD, the HEAP fund, and then to other agencies that might be able to help them with a little bit of extra cash to take care, a voucher to take care of that. We also find that folks who come to us that are new to poverty, perhaps they're brand new to homelessness, and they don't know where they can go for shelter and a meal. and we have a list of places that they can go to receive help. So really, when you come to River City Food Bank, the intake worker is key in helping to find other services that you might have. Sometimes the need is greater than what we have, and so we request folks to just go directly to the 211 number and talk to those fine folks who are there to offer them help and assistance in finding the agency that might be able to give them help. So after they go through the intake process, then they're actually, whoops, come back. Depending on how many people are in their family, let's say that there's 3 people in their family. So their name is written here, their family size, any special things, like if there was a toddler, maybe diapers are needed, so we put that down there. And they take this with them, and they come over to, actually they start at station 1, which is where the bread would normally be, but right now they're still prepping that oatmeal because we need a lot. And then from there they get to choose their bread. The fact that we're a choice model food bank is really important because we think that goes right into the core value of respect and dignity. What I might choose for a bread might be real different from what you would choose. So we all have what we like and maybe what we don't like, or maybe it's even a dietary need. So by choosing the bread that they have, they start off feeling that they have a voice in the food that they receive. So they go from there, and then they're going to meet volunteers at station 2, which will talk to them about the choices that they have here. They will get to choose like 3 beans, 3 canned vegetables, and 3 ocean spray concentrate. And you know, this is another thing. So this is given to us by USDA, which is great, but notice that it says concentrate. Not all of our clients could read, or not all of them may be able to see that it's a concentrate. And we want to tell them right off the bat, even though this looks like you can just open it and drink it, don't. It's horrible. It needs to be diluted 3 to 1. So they start by talking to people at the station, and they'll tell them about the food that they have and what the best design is for it. So then coming down here, 'tis the season for soup. Thanks to all the food drives that targeted soup. That's really an important food this time of year to kind of warm you up from the inside out. And then the USDA meat protein for this month is chicken, canned chicken. And then we go down to pastas. Again, USDA is giving us mashed potatoes, but we also have fresh potatoes. So people may look at this and go, you know, I don't care for this, but could I have extra potatoes? Well, we can do that. So by choosing, you can say no to the things that you don't like or that are not a part of your diet, and you can maybe get extra of the things that are part of your diet and that you will eat. So that's especially true when we come down here to some of our fresh fruits and vegetables. So this is it's a yellow cauliflower, which is really a delicacy. They may not know how to cook this, but the people who are stationed at station 4 here that are giving away these can say, well, what you do is you steam it, and then maybe you put a little cheese over it, or just use a little salt and pepper, and it's really tasty. So, but they need encouragement to try. For example, if you didn't know about golden cauliflower, you might think, maybe that's like not good to eat. I don't know that I want to eat that. So it's real important for the people who walk down the line to interact with the volunteers who can give them ideas about how to eat and cook this. So Alice,
Yes.
so this is a
Squash.
squash. How would you tell somebody to eat this?
You know, I have been hearing all kinds of different ways to do it.
Good.
But I think you're more of the squash expert than I am, actually.
Well, what I would do is I would open it, I would cut it into maybe 4 wedges, and I'd take the seeds out and put a little salt and pepper on it, and I maybe, because it's this time of year where I really like sweets, I might put a little brown sugar on top of it.
Okay.
And pop it in the oven, and it's really very good for you.
Well, I'll remember that. I'll remember that so I can tell somebody.
So, and the same with the things down here. I think maybe later today we'll have some oranges out here too. Maybe some people would rather have oranges and not apples, or vice versa.
We have a question. Does River City Food Bank send home recipes?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So, and we got garlic. How fabulous is that?
Yes, very good.
Someone also asked if they can bring by food from their garden.
Yes, we love that. In fact, we even have a little program called Giving Fresh. So we encourage people to plant an extra row in the spring and dedicate that to the food bank and bring it down when you can. This time of year, we get a lot of citrus, and we love lemons, we love limes, we love oranges, we love grapefruit, all of those things, and persimmons. There are a lot of persimmons trees in the neighborhood, and we love those too. So that's all good.
Awesome, thank you. Seems like a lot of really fresh food. Is that partially because where we live?
It is partially where we live, and it's also our ability to access several outlets for that. Sacramento Food Bank is fabulous in getting us lots of fresh fruits and vegetables, and we also work with General Produce. So we have a couple avenues so that we always have fresh fruits and vegetables on hand. And it's really important that those things get into the homes of the people that really need it. Because this is what's expensive, right? When you go to the store, kale, it's expensive. Cauliflower, it's really expensive. So this is a good way to make sure that nutrition, that other core value of ours, is alive and well in everything that we do. So then, moving on with this process, we're going to go through all the fresh fruits and vegetables, and then we come to the scale, and the person's food is weighed, and the pounds are marked down on this card, and at the end of the day, we put all the names and all of the pounds distributed into the computer so we know exactly how many people we served and how many pounds of food we distributed in a day. So.
Awesome, beautiful. You have a little garden outside too, right?
We do. Come on outside. When we first moved into this building, we had just plain old shrubs, ugly shrubs. So we took everything out. We have just a tight squeeze today. So we decided that we would take our shrubs that were doing nothing and pull them up and plant fresh fruits and vegetables throughout the season. So we've got some cabbage, and we've got some chard, we've got some leafy kale, we've got spices. So here's a fabulous rosemary bush.
Wow, it's big.
Yep, it's big. So we can start cleaning that off, cleaning that out with the chicken. It's a good thing to cook with chicken. And we got a little lemon tree with a little tiny lemon on it as well. And our goal is to show that, it doesn't matter how much space you have, you can still plant things that are good to eat. As you can see, we're so busy feeding people. We haven't weeded recently, so if anybody wants to come out and volunteer in the garden, yay, we'll take that.
Someone asked, what if someone's too frail to carry their groceries?
We do the best that we can to help. A lot of times, our volunteers will take the food to the car for the person, or if they're on public transportation, we'll try to do the best to package as we can. That truly opens up a really important issue in that people have to travel to get here, and sometimes it's 3 buses and a light rail, and it's hard enough to get here, but then to get home with all of those groceries, it's not easy. So the fact that people will go through that really difficult process to come here is a testament of the good work that we do.
So for anyone just joining us, how can they get involved, and how can they give all their money to you on Giving Tuesday?
I think you just go right to our website and make your donation there. or come on down and visit us. There's not a thing wrong with coming to see what we do and get involved that way. I encourage people to see how we distribute food, to see how our clients benefit from their gift, because you can see that there's not a lot of overhead, and it does go directly to our clients and our programs.
Does River City Food Bank serve the whole county?
Absolutely. We serve anyone in the county of Sacramento.
I'd love to show them that cubicle you all do all your major work in. I'd love for people to see really how low overhead, if that's okay with you. If it's not okay, you
It's
tell me.
okay. So you want to come to our executive suite?
Yes.
Alrighty then. Here we go. So our staff is composed of 3 truck drivers, and then our staff here at River City is, let me introduce you, I'll go through the line. So Gina, this is Gina, she's our program and management operations. Long title, because it's a big job. And this is her little cubicle right here. I love the fact that, you know, she does what she does. Food is freedom, and it's clear in everything, in every way that she operates. So she's the person that you want to talk to when you come to volunteer. She gives you the background. And then over here, this desk is used sometimes by our fund development director that we don't really have a space for, but this is where we put her when she comes. This is also used as our assistant to Gina. Denver sits here, and so they're close together. And then this executive office space, this is my what do I want to say, intrepid administrative assistant, Paula Jenkins, and then right next to her is me. So there are 4 of us. It's really easy to convene a meeting, and not always conducive to space to really get into your work. We find that we do most of our work early in the morning and late in the afternoon when there's not quite so much going on. So this is our entire executive week. And
And you served 245 families yesterday. All from the strength of this one.
Well, our
Cubicle network
volunteers
and the
our
volunteer
volunteers.
networks.
Yeah, it's the volunteers who really did all the feet on the ground work yesterday.
Awesome. How many volunteers do you have?
You know, we draw from about 100 volunteers, but every day we have between, I would say, anywhere between 15 and sometimes 40 that are here doing the prep work, doing the cleanup, doing the serving. Imagine the number of boxes that we go through. Just cardboard management alone is huge. And then the culling of the fruit, getting rid of that which is not good, and then cleaning up at the end of the day. So it's an amazing little operation.
Well, thanks for taking us on this tour today.
Well, thanks for joining us. And again, invite you to come down, visit us, see what we're about.
Bye.
Bye.